Commercial deals are soaring right now. But here's the problem. Some of those deals crash. Not at credit. Not at approval. They crash right in the middle. Right when the loan documents hit the legal desk. Suddenly, the deal stops in its tracks. Emails multiply. Drafts change. Questions appear that no one expected. What looked like a clean commercial loan deal just blew up. And now everyone's holding their breath hoping it still settles. Welcome to the messy middle of commercial lending. Today's commercial deals aren't simple anymore. They're layered. Here are 3 simple checks that stop clean commercial deals turning into documentation marathons. Check 1. The borrower structure test. Map the borrower structure early. At approval stage, the deal often looks clean. One borrower, one property, one facility. Then documentation begins. And the structure suddenly gets complicated, and you're scrambling to look for some missing pieces. A corporate trustee appears. A related entity sits behind the borrower. A holding company guarantees the loan. If that structure only becomes clear once the loan documents are drafted, your deal starts falling apart. Amendments, clarifications, revisions. The lenders seeing the smoothest settlements are mapping the full borrower structure before the deal is sent to legal for drafting. So when the documents land, the pieces already fit. No surprises. No scrambling to pick up the pieces. Check 2. The covenant reality check. Pressure test your covenants. Because covenants behave beautifully. On paper. But commercial property rarely behaves perfectly. Tenants leave. Leases roll over. Income shifts. And suddenly, a covenant that looked perfectly safe starts flashing warning lights. Smart lenders now ask a simple question early. How will this covenant behave when real income volatility appears? Answer that early, and you stop the mid-build reshape that forces redrafting later. Check 3. The security logic test. Test how the security would actually work. On the credit approval, cross-collateral security can look perfectly logical. Property A, Property B, security across both. But once legal documentation begins, practical questions often appear. Which asset would be relied on first? Which guarantee activates? Which entity sits where? If those questions only appear days before settlement, you suddenly realize the puzzle still has pieces missing. If those questions only appear days before settlement, the puzzle you thought was complete suddenly isn't. Confirm how the security structure would actually work so the full picture starts to come together. Until the last piece clicks into place. None of these 3 checks are complicated. But they make a remarkable difference to how smoothly a commercial deal moves once legal documentation begins. Because when the structure is confirmed early, the legal team isn't trying to rebuild the deal while drafting documents. They're simply documenting the structure that's already been agreed. Borrower entities are clear. Guarantees are confirmed. Security sequencing makes sense. The puzzle is already complete before the legal documents are written. And when that happens, your commercial deal moves cleanly from approval to documentation to settlement. Exactly as intended. If you found this video useful, subscribe to the Green Mortgage Lawyers YouTube channel for insights on navigating the mortgage market, reducing settlement delays, and staying ahead in 2026. Green Mortgage Lawyers, because in commercial lending, execution is everything.